Good morning, Mr. Ogaro. Sir, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, will lawyer be appointed to represent you, sir?
On June 29th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed a black SUV which had 3 people inside and confirmed it to be the vehicle of interest. The defendant got out of the driver's side of the vehicle and began to walk away from the officers. The officer then told everyone to stop, and the defendant kept walking away, ignoring commands. The officer told the defendant multiple times to stop, but the defendant did not comply and began evading on foot from the officer towards an apartment complex. Foot pursuit began, and another officer then drove towards the defendant and gave verbal commands to stop, announcing "Houston police, stop." The defendant was eventually caught, and officers were able to place the defendant in handcuffs. The total approximate length was 1/4 mile. Upon return to the original scene, all other parties had left the scene along with a vehicle of interest.
Hold on, this is where things get interesting. The judge isn't just accepting the charge at face value. In U.S. law, especially under the Fourth Amendment, officers need specific, articulable facts to justify a detention, not just a vague assault call. So the real question is, was this stop actually lawful, or just a guess?
What was the detention for? What was he doing wrong?
Officers were there on an assault call and had a description of the vehicle. And once they saw it, they approached, and that's whenever defendant.
Do you have more than just an assault call? Any kind of identifying factors? I mean, it's really just vague how there's just cars don't assault, you know? Like if there was some kind of description, someone in the car had assaulted someone or something to that nature, you know, but just.
I mean, officers were able to confirm the vehicle by the license plate given from the call.
Okay.
So they confirmed that it was the defendant's vehicle that they approached on.
Do they say that someone assaulted someone, that there were?
Yes, that it was just an assault call, Your Honor.
Yeah, I need more than that. I mean,
this right here is a judge doing what many don't, pushing back. Probable cause isn't a rubber stamp. If the state can't clearly connect the defendant to a crime, the case starts falling apart fast. How often do you think people get charged based on details this thin?
It's really vague. It's presumptuous. Beetle, do you have anything else?
I'll look at it. Just let me take a look at it.
Okay.
If you
just do me a solid, will you? Just take a seat for me. I want to make sure that there's probable cause if there is. If not, I'm going to cut you loose. But I want to make sure that there really is. So just give me a second and then we'll get back with you.
Judge, I see what you're saying. If you want to do whatever you want to do.
That's it?
And then I'll resolve it. I think you were questioning whether it was probable cause related to those days.
There's nothing new?
I don't really disagree with you.
Okay. Come up, sir. So this was Ogaro. Okay. Mr. Ogaro, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause in your case. Just be careful out there, man.
And just like that, case dismissed before it even begins. No probable cause means the arrest itself may not hold up legally. That's a huge win for the defendant. But it also raises a bigger question. How many cases move forward when they really shouldn't?
People are always out to hunt you down, you know what I mean? Just be careful, don't put yourself in the spot, okay? All right, you're free to go. For sure.
Señor, me llamo Luis, el intérprete, mucho gusto.
Anelas de la Toro. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
We're in court. It's too loud.
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
I already have an attorney.
Great. Is it?
¿Quién es? Solo mira el juez, hermanito.
José García, pero dijo
José García.
dijo que iba a venir acá, no, que me dieran otra corte que me iba a presentar.
Otra fecha. Okay, he told me to ask for another date so I could represent
Es
myself.
que ayer fue de vacación y viene hasta viernes.
Okay. Yesterday was a vacation day and he doesn't return until... ¿Cuándo vuelve?
Cuando me den otra cita, no sé qué.
Okay. Whenever he returns, I'm not sure whatever date.
We're going to do probable
Le vamos a hacer
cause.
cosas
Please
razonables.
don't say anything
Por
at
favor,
this
no diga
moment.
nada durante esta fase.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Perfect.
On June 26,
El 26 de junio
2024,
2024,
officers were called to a disturbance call at a
llamado
food
del
bank in
estudio
Harris
a un
County,
banco de
Texas.
comida del condado de Harris, Texas.
Dispatch provided the
El
vehicle
despacho
description
dio la
of the
descripción del
defendant,
vehículo del
who was
acusado,
stated to have
que
a
se declaró
firearm and be under the influence of
que tenía un
alcohol.
arma de fuego supuestamente y estaba bajo la influencia de alcohol. Espera, ¿qué?
The dispatch said,
El
gave the
despacho dijo,
vehicle
dio la
description
descripción
and
del
was also
vehículo y
told by the
también se le
caller that
informaron
he
por
had a
el llamador que
firearm and
tenía
was
un
under
arma de
the
fuego y
influence
estaba
of
bajo la
alcohol.
influencia de alcohol.
Okay.
No.
The defendant was parked.
Stop.
Pare.
The defendant was found to be
acusado se le
parked at the
encontró
Chevron gas
estacionado
station.
en la gasolinera de Chevron.
Upon search, there was
Al
no
hacer un
weapons
registro
inside the
no había
vehicle, and
ningún
the
arma dentro del vehículo.
defendant was then
El
asked to
acusado se
exit
le
the
pidió que se
vehicle
saliera del
and was
vehículo
asked if he
y se le
consumed
pidió
any
que se le
alcohol.
preguntó que si consumió algo de alcohol.
The defendant stated he
acusado
had
declaró
2 beers earlier.
2 cervezas temprano.
Officers observed
Oficiales
the
observaron
defendant to
que el
have
acusado
glossy
tenía
eyes
ojos
and a mild
dulces,
odor of beverage on the breath. The officers
El oficial
did locate a 6-pack of
sí
Modelo
localizaron
beers on the
una
passenger side
parte de 6
floorboard
modelos, cervezas modelos en la parte trasera del
with 3
vehículo,
empty
con
bottles
3 botellas vacías
back in the cardboard container.
todavía puesto en contenedor de papel.
Standard
de
field
cartón.
sobriety
El
test
estudio
was
de terreno se
conducted,
realizaron
6 of 6
6
on
de
the
6 pistas en el
HGM,
extremo
3 of
frontal,
8 on
3
the
de 8
walk and
pistas en
turn,
camino
and
giro
1 of 4
y 1
on
de
the
4
one leg
pistas en el
stand.
paro de una pierna.
DIC was read
Advertencia
and the
secretaria se
defendant
leyó y el
consented
acusado
to
dio
breath
consentimiento a prueba
but
de aliento,
refused to sign the
pero se
document.
rehusó firmar el documento.
The defendant complied with the breath
El
request
acusado-
on the intoxilizer, but while attempting his
I'm
second
sorry.
breath,
I'm so sorry to interrupt the defendant. What? The intoxicalizer, what?
the defendant
El acusado
complied
cumplió. Thank you.
with a breath request on
Con
the
el pedido de
intoxilizer,
aliento sobre el alcoholímetro,
but while attempting
pero
his
mientras
second breath,
intentando su segundo
the machine
prueba de
stopped
aliento, la
and gave
máquina
a
paró
reading
y
of
dio una lectura
interference detected.
de interferencia detectada.
Officer requested a
Oficial
sample of
pidió
blood from the
una muestra de
defendant, to
sangre
which
del
he
acusado,
refused,
de la cual él se rehusó.
and blood was taken
Y sangre
pursuant to a
fue
warrant.
traída de acuerdo a una
Did you
orden
say that he was driving?
por extracción de sangre.
He was found
Now we've shifted into a completely different legal gray area, DWI, without anyone actually seeing the person drive. Believe it or not, in many states, just being in actual physical control of a vehicle, like sitting in the driver's seat with the engine running, can be enough. But is that fair? Or is that stretching the law?
He was found at the
Se
Chevron
le
gas
encontró en la
station
gasolinera de
with the
Chevron
engine running.
con el motor
And
prendido.
yes. So when officers
Entonces,
made
cuando los
contact, he
oficiales
was
hicieron
found in the
contacto,
driver's
se le
seat,
encontró
engine
en el
running at
centro
the
de
gas
chofer,
station near
el
that
motor
food bank.
prendido en la
Does anyone see
gasolinera.
him driving?
¿Alguien lo
We
vio?
have is him sitting at, I mean, we don't have anyone that sees him driving, right? All you have a caller that says there's a guy with a gun and alcohol, and the cops get to him and he's just sitting at a gas station.
He was at
Estaba en la
the food
gasolinera.
bank,
Él
and
estaba
then
en el
in the
banco
same
de
area, he
comida
was
y la
found
misma
at the
se
gas
encontró
station
en
near
la
the food
gasolinera
bank
cerca del
and
banco de comida
with the engine
con el
running,
motor
which
prendido,
operating a vehicle,
operando un
the
vehículo
engine can be running
El
and it
motor
can be
puede
inferred
estar
from him
Anyone
getting.
that's
prendido. No sé si es
driving, that sees him driving? Do you have a witness?
¿Hay un testigo?
No, Your Honor.
No, su señoría.
Let's do this. I'm gonna have you just take a seat in the jury box. I'm not ready to rule on this yet. We need to do a deeper dive on the case, sir. Just grab your stuff and just head there for now.
A la derecha, se sienta ahí. Sí, sí.
Oh, right. Okay. So Nathan, can we talk about Canales real quick? Canales, this is a DWI.
Cause number is 2.
Just, can we do PC together? Because I was wavering on whether there's PC or no PC. We read the whole thing, if you don't mind. Go for it.
Would you like to read it?
Yeah, sure.
On June 26, 2024, an officer responded to a disturbance call at a food bank in Harris County, Texas, where the vehicle description of the defendant was stated to have a firearm and to be under the influence of alcohol. The defendant was parked at a Chevron gas station. There were no weapons inside of the vehicle, and the defendant was in the act to exit the vehicle. It was asked to get consumed any alcohol. The defendant stated he had 2 beers earlier. The officer observed the defendant to have glossy eyes.
Okay, that's why. So
My question is, was the car on or not?
But
It was on.
is the food bank at the gas station? Did anyone see him drive anywhere?
Let me look at the dates.
The food bank to me is not a gas station.
Well, no, but there are food banks at some of the gas stations where you can
There's
get.
food at the gas station, but it's not a food bank, right?
Well, not in the. I mean, what I mean is there. You know,
I
they
know,
have gas
there's a
stations.
call about a food
So-
bank disturbance. They go to a different location.
Yes,
and
Judge.
talk with
And
them.
if I can clarify, in the DIMS, it says that originally the disturbance happened at a food bank while en route to the location, which wasn't noted by the prosecutor in the case. The officer was advised that that vehicle, I'm so sorry. That he'd been stopped in the area, based on the description of the vehicle with the temporary license tag. So they stopped that vehicle, based on the description of the vehicle and the license tag.
So they stopped it at the gas station.
But that's when they approached, because based on the license plate.
My whole question, Judge, is, does anybody see him operate the motor vehicle?
That's my question. That's what I'm getting at. Do we have any kind of operation? Do we see anyone? Does anyone see him driving?
I'm hearing gas station, but most of the people pull up to a gas pump or to get some food or whatever and turn their car off. Most people, not
So,
everybody. But
When they arrived, the data states that the suspect was still in the driver's seat with the engine running.
Okay, that's a big difference.
that's
Yes,
it.
Judge.
I mean, that's more.
This is the turning point. The engine running changes everything. The judge is now connecting the dots. How else did the car get there? This is where inference becomes powerful in court. But should assumptions like this be enough to move a case forward?
More because got to get there somehow. And okay, all right, come up. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Wait, Canales, wait. We need to translate it. That's a big difference.
Yes, and I appreciate
Okay.
your concern.
Now let's come on up.
I have to admonish him real quick before
Okay.
we. All right. All right, Mr. Canales, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. I told you earlier that I wanted to do a deeper dive to see if there was probable cause to go forward with your case. After the state has told me more about your case, I'm now going to find that there is probable cause to go forward. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
es con permiso o sin permiso.
Con permiso.
With permission.
Entonces, TPS, TPS.
With a TPS.
Okay. You have temporary protected status.
And here comes the broader impact. This isn't just about a DWI anymore, it's about immigration consequences. The judge is making it clear, one criminal case can trigger a chain reaction far beyond the courtroom. It's a stark reminder that legal trouble doesn't exist in a vacuum. Do you think warnings like this actually change behavior?
Understand, the more criminal cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of that protective
Esa
status being revoked.
activo sea revocado.
No.
Protector
Do
sea
you
revocado.
understand?
¿Me entendió, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you
solo
have a
quiero
Texas-
decirle la cara.
Okay.
¿Usted tiene licencia de conducir de Texas?
No.
No.
You are not allowed to drive.
Manejar.
Okay.
There's no quicker way for you to go to jail
Ir a una
than to be
cárcel,
caught in a car driving.
dejar en un carro.
I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You will be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. You will be signing with me today in a promise that you're not going to drive. Mr. Canales, I don't know whether you do have TPS status or not. To me, it really doesn't matter. I will warn you now that if there is any problem with your paperwork and immigration finds you in the jail because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put an immigration detainer on you. You will remain in custody until immigration is done with you. And as you well know, it takes ages for immigration to do anything. I now have at least 5 people stuck in jail on an immigration detainer because they don't listen. You are now advised. This is the only warning that you're going to get from me. You violate any of these bond conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. And if you are unlucky enough, you're going to be there for a very long time. Your bond condition number 1, no consuming alcohol,
Okay.
no illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you.
Okay.
If you test positive for anything, you will go to jail. I'm also ordering you not to drive.
Okay.
You drive, you go to jail.
Okay.
Heed this warning because you will not get another. You must also return to court as well. Now, if I remember correctly, he said he was going to go hire Joe. Is that right?
Yes,
Un
eso es
abogado.
correcto.
Sí, un abogado.
Yes, an attorney. An attorney.
Joe is a great lawyer.
Joe es un buenísimo
Sí.
abogado.
So we will give you time.
Vamos a dar tiempo.
Go hire. If you need a lawyer to represent you regardless, so go.
Para que lo representes.
Sí.
And I would go quick
Varía
because this does have consequences on you.
Okay.
para usted.
Sí.
Yes, sir.
For now, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not to drive. Then I will have you go to Victoria, where we'll have you sign a reset.
Firmar un aplazamiento.
And then after that, you will get to Tracy for your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go.
Para ir.
Do not pick up any new cases.
Okay.
All right, come on up here. We'll have you swear to this and then we'll have you get going. Ms. Castillo, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am.
The complaining witness reported that her vehicle struck the rear end of the defendant's vehicle while exiting a parking lot. The complainant stated that the defendant exited her vehicle and dragged the complainant from her vehicle from the driver's seat window and began hitting her in the face and body with a closed fist, causing pain.
So pursuant to a car accident.
I'm sorry.
Pursuant to a car accident, right? You said? Okay. Ms. Castillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am? You're 19? What do you do in life now? Did you graduate from high school? If I drug test you right now, what's going to show up? Okay, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, and then you're to come back, and then we're going to speak about it. Well, first off, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a Texas driver license, ma'am? Okay, do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Before you drive and before you get out of here, I want to know and I want to see that you have actual insurance in your name. For now, I'm going to send you for a drug test and you must come back, and then we'll talk about a lawyer situation for you. Tracy, do you mind sending her? You want her to come sign something with you now,
Yes.
Victoria? For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset and then you must come back, ma'am.